The government want to make it easier for people to change gender, but that's proving very controversial. Women's groups who fear that female rights are under threat are holding campaign meetings, and there's one this evening in Bath.
Opposing them are trans activists, and it's got very heated. Our political editor Paul Baltrop is at the venue.
Well, the meeting will be starting at 7. The audience will be arriving very soon, but many don't want to appear on camera, not least because they're afraid of reprisals. In fact, organisers kept the venue secret until this afternoon. And here's the reason why. Take a look at this Facebook page. It's what opponents put up about this meeting. They pledged to shut it down. They call the organisers an infamous hate group, and they say we advise bringing face covers. So far here this evening, there are just a few demonstrators outside, but there was trouble at an event earlier on this year in Bristol. It's something about which both sides feel very strongly.
Opponents blocked access to the venue in Bristol where a meeting was taking place. A women's group wanted to discuss possible changes to the law.
What right do you have in law to block me from coming up these stairs?
What right do you have to be here?
Activists for transgender rights tried to stop them.
There was a lot of shouting out and trying to prevent the meeting going ahead.
These 4 Bristol women have all experienced hostility from attending such meetings.
If we can't discuss major shifts in society openly and freely without always being shut down, it's not going to happen. You know, I'll carry the banner for this movement if it turns out that this is the right way to go, but you're going to have to explain it to me first.
Personally, I felt quite frightened. It's just fundamentally wrong that women are facing all of this intimidation, threats and campaigns against them, like smears, and just when we want to talk about the law.
She's at Bristol University, where gender-neutral toilets are being introduced. It's not just students who increasingly question their gender, but also children.
I've been reading a lot about the whole issue of transing of children, really. You can't get a tattoo till you're 16, but you can get puberty blockers, which would sterilise you.
Few transgender activists are prepared to be interviewed. Amy Challoner campaigns for the law to be changed. She believes gender identity should be an individual decision.
We have the same basic human rights and dignity, but because we've seen it when it comes to gay men in the 70s and 80s, we've seen it in the 50s and 60s with people of colour, we actually need to start thinking trans women are women, get over it. Trans men are men, get over it.
The government has carried out a consultation on relaxing the rules, but so far there's been limited debate at the political level.
I think the political parties and all of the political parties have made a terrible mistake on jumping onto this, what I think is a bandwagon at the moment.
For them and many others, the debate can only intensify. This evening's meeting was told a government consultation on relaxing the rules had ended, but they're keeping up the pressure until the outcome is known. Paul Baltrop, BBC Points West, Bath.